world, we're somewhere different today. We're in Florida at Universal Studios for my very first Halloween Horror Nights. The year's 2021. They've got a lot of good houses in there, including a Beetlejuice house, a Haunting of Hill House and things. So I'm really excited to check this out, and I'm really excited to take you all with me. So let's go see what it's about. All right, we just made it in. We just knocked out E.T. We're gonna try this little strategy of coming over here to Stay and Scream for the Haunting of Hill House and for Beetlejuice and possibly Scary, right? I don't know if you all know this person, but yeah, we're gonna be hanging out with Samantha Lowe. So if you want, check out hers and let's go do these haunted houses. The time is 4:30 and we are stuck underneath this Animal Actors show until about 5:45. And then they're gonna let us into the Haunting of Hill House first. I just want you all to know I am not gonna record inside of the houses because that is not allowed here at Universal Studios. But I will be taking you through the scare zones. And we're off. I don't know if you know this or not, but this haunted house attraction is actually based off of a Netflix series. So yeah, the Haunting of Hill House has some shows on Netflix. I talked a little bit about that earlier, but I didn't make it clear. I've heard from a lot of people it was pretty good. I've heard from some people they didn't like it. I can't really say anything about it because I've never seen it before, but I'm at least going to experience this haunted house. They are leading us through the old Barney attraction and the new DreamWorks Destination Dance Party thing to get to this. It's kind of funny. It's almost like they're going to make you go through the scary Barney experience.
That's the express one.
So just to be clear, this is my first house ever at any HHN. And I think this like little spinny queue line thing is probably going to be the scariest part of it. Like seriously, look at this. It wraps around like 10 times. There's one. Got like 9 more to go. There's our first peek of the facade out front. It looks like they've wrapped the building up. It says the Haunting of Hill House Netflix right under it. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. I am hoping that the Hill House has a hill bedroom with a hill bed so I can take a nap once I get to the hill. There's a lot of walking. It'll be all right. I'll live. I need a little bit of walking. I'm just joking. Just finished it. I had a blast, right? Like, has to be like almost like a movie set, really. And it's a pretty long house to walk through too. Now I'm going to go ahead and tell you, if you don't want to hear anything and you consider like reviews on this stuff spoilers, you might not want to watch the video, because I'm going to go ahead and say there's a lot of walls that like disappeared. You know the walls that like have screens and then they shine a light on it and they're clear? There's a lot of those, and I'm telling you, one dude jumped out to grab me and it was like 3 inches from my face. Almost heart failure, almost, but I'm still ticking. But yeah, it's a great house. So yeah, this is starting out to be an awesome experience. Now I do have Express Pass and I had to pay for that. It was extra. Sam does not, so I am gonna try to blaze through all of these houses as fast as I can and meet back up with her. The first house we're gonna split up on is Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice, no, I'm not gonna say it 3 times. Wait, that was only 2. I've already screwed that up. Anyways, yeah, we're gonna do Beetlejuice next. Hill House did not disappoint. They had a lot of scary things. There was like a lady that had a crooked neck and zombies reaching out. One almost grabbed my face. I swear it had to be like 3 inches from my face. Now I've heard Beetlejuice was less scary and more fun. I'm interested in it. I love Beetlejuice the movie, so this is gonna be a fun one for me. Now this is the first time I've had to use my Express Pass because we got here early and did Stay and Scream, which is a little holding area before Halloween Horror Night started. So the fact that I was here early made Haunting of Hill House only about a 10 to 15 minute wait. I thought she was waving at me. But yeah, so I can go back through that later and use my Express Pass if I want to. Oh, this is a pretty long line even for Express Pass. Oh well, thank goodness I have it. And here we are. We're looking at the facade of Beetlejuice, and it looks like it's got a wrap on a studio building. I'm about to head in there, and I'm going to tell you guys what I think about it. I am so excited for Beetlejuice because this is such a classic movie. And, you know, backed by a company like Universal, they put a lot of money into these things. So like I said before with Hill House, it feels like you're on the movie set. So I can't wait to actually be on the movie set, you know. Not actually, but for Beetlejuice. All right, not as much jump scares, but just as much fun. You start out, you're in the, you walk by like Beetlejuice, he's standing up on a platform talking. He actually told us that he needed us to hurry because he had an underwear deal with GQ. So after that, we went into a waiting room, the waiting room that you always see. And they had, like I said, it was pretty much like you were on the movie set. So really cool, a lot of fun. The exit for both of the ones we just came out of goes through one of my favorite rides ever, the E.T. ride here at Universal Studios. It is awesome. I think it's called E.T. Adventures. I just always call it E.T. ride. But it's old, it's stinky, and it's wonderful. I absolutely love it. The smell is awful, but I almost bought a candle the other day with that smell because even though it's bad, I love it. So now I think I'm gonna head on towards like Simpsons Land here. I think there's a few more on this side. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's Scary is over here. Scary, Ohio. So hopefully that'll be the next one we do. Now, as mentioned before, I do have Express Pass, but you're only allowed to use that on each house once. So when there's a 5-minute regular standby, I'm not going to use my Express Pass. I'm going to wait for it to get a little bit more crowded, and then I'm going to go back through it and use my Express Pass. See, this one's only a 10-minute wait. I'll probably do the same thing for that. I'm waiting on Sam to catch up so we can go through the regular standby together. So these awesome people here had an extra 2 Express Passes, so they gave them to Sam and I did tell them that I had purchased one, and they said, oh, don't worry about it. Use ours, and then you can come back later. So we're gonna do Scary, Ohio. Now, rumor has it that this is where all this Halloween Horror Nights... No, this is Puppet Theater. We're doing Puppet Theater first. What am I thinking? Yeah, so the front of Puppet Theater is right here. Puppet Theater, aka Not Scary, Ohio. So that was pretty good. I've heard from a few people that it, didn't live up to what they thought it would. I thought it did. I had a good time in there. So what the story is of it is the puppets are actually killing the people and using them as the puppets, the dead bodies. So there were a few times that they jump out with knives right in front of your face. Scared me half to death. One guy was holding a knife and a cut off face, and he was saying, you give me your face, I'll give you a new one. So yeah, that was very family friendly. And one time this guy busted out with like a baby looking puppet and had it like 3 inches from my nose. Very creepy. And I'm going to tell you all, the one thing that sets this apart from all of the houses that I've been to is the sound. The sound is absolutely amazing. Like, it'll scare you before you even see anything. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. I think our next thing is going to be, what's it called, Sam? What's the pumpkin one's name? Wicked Growth, yeah. So we're gonna do that next with our new friends we made. They're still allowing us to use their Express Passes, so super cool. So I'll see you all at the front of Wicked Growth. Wicked Growth has been my favorite one so far. For it to not be an IP house, meaning there's no movie characters or anything like that in it, it's based off of pure imagination of Universal Studios. That was awesome. They had a ton of money put into that. The set was amazing, tons of details. You actually start out going through like a barn. You get to see goblins and witches and things like that. Lots of scents, smelled like cinnamon and stuff. By the time you made it to the end, you were in a cemetery, and then you walk straight into this like pumpkin thing, and I'm telling you, absolutely amazing. They had huge pumpkins and demon pumpkin men and stuff, and lots of jump scares jumping out at you. Feels like they were going to grab your face off, but they didn't do it. But it felt like they did. So I screwed up the name to that one, the Puppet Theater thing, and called it Welcome to Scary. This is actually Welcome to Scary. We're headed that way now. And if I'm not mistaken, I think one of the creators of HHN, if I'm wrong, politely let me know in the comments so that we know, but I think one of the people who do HHN was from Cary, Ohio. And the whole story of HHN supposedly originated from that place. But this haunted house, instead of Cary, Ohio, is called Scary, Ohio. And to be honest with you, I don't really know what to expect, but we're about to go in it. Let's look at the front facade. There you are. And I'll let you know what I think about it when I get out. And that's it for Welcome to Scary, Ohio. Wow, that was a lot of fun. it really felt like one of the houses from my home park, Scarowinds. There was like a scene where it felt like you were in a movie theater and things. Then they even had a few chainsaws. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. It's cool to see an original house be so fun. But if you guys haven't noticed yet, we are hitting up all the houses as fast as we can. And then when it gets dark, I'm going to walk you all through the scare zones. So don't leave yet. There's a lot more that you can see on this video because I can record through the scare zones. And we're also going to eat some food and stuff, show you some of that. But yeah, it's going to be a fun night, so stick around. All right, we got a little hungry, so we decided to stop over here and try this twisted tater thing. So I got basically one of the things you see right there. It's called the Twisted Frankencoil, but it's got like a weenie in it, like a hot dog weenie. And I got the sour cream seasoning on it. It's pretty interesting, but I'm gonna give it a try and I'll tell you what I think about it. The Twisted Frankenweenie thing was actually pretty good. A lot better than I thought it would be. I thought it'd be really theme parky, kind of dry. It was really juicy and good tasting, and I got the sour cream and chives, so that was good too. Right now we're gonna get us a drink, kind of relax a little bit, because we just blew through like 5 houses. We're gonna take a break from the houses and head on into the Tribute Store. And if you don't know anything about Universal, a Tribute Store is a highly themed store. There you can buy the merch. And this right now is themed, obviously with HHN, but before it was themed Jurassic Park and things. So probably gonna B-roll you through this, but it's gonna be really cool. About that Tribute Store, that's a lot of money put into a store, isn't it? So this one is Revenge of the Tooth Fairy. Looks like we got a 20-minute wait, so I am not going to use my express on that. I'm going to go through with Sam and save that for later. Since I can't take you all through the houses, I figured I would show you this. It looks like they have a few clips of what's inside. It's so much fun, y'all. If you can get down here and do this, I definitely suggest it. But also, don't forget about your local haunts. They're also really good too. I've been to a couple of them this year in North Carolina, and they have been absolutely amazing. So support your local haunts as well. Revenge of the Tooth Fairy, a lot of fun. I liked it. I feel like I'm enjoying some of these original stories almost better than the IPs. But anyways, Sam is busy doing something. I'm gonna try to get through Texas Chainsaw because she said she didn't really care too much for that. I don't know if it's not good or she just doesn't like it. But either way, I'm going to get through here really quick and let you know what I think about that. By the way, look at the wait times now. Let me focus on the sign for you. 45 minutes on this. So not bad, but definitely more than it was before. So I'm going to try to use my Express Pass now. Just pointing out, I have walked by a lot of people with this Express Pass.
Girls, Universal Studios ain't gonna keep you safe tonight.
One of my favorites, really long too. That was probably the longest one I've been through. Very gory, tons of chainsaws. You got to see Grandpa, all the masks from Leatherface. Yeah, I liked it a lot. You know, tons of jump scares, loud chainsaws. Everywhere you went was chainsaws. Super fun. I liked it a lot. Now it is going to be time for our very first scare zone. It's called Halloween Horror Nights 30 Years, 30 Fears. And it looks pretty cool. I think it's like, doesn't it go through some of the icons that they had, Sam? Yeah, I don't know either. Well, let's see what it is. That being said, I want you guys to remember this is my very first time and I'm just enjoying it right now. I could not be happier in a place like this. This is like my heaven. I love scary stuff. I love rock music. And it is a ton of fun. Oh, didn't see that one coming up here. Got me a little bit. The next scare zone we're going to run through is called Lights, Camera, Action, Eddie's Revenge. So Eddie is Jack's brother, and Jack is an icon. So it's got a lot of the past scare zones in here, if I'm not mistaken. Like I said, I've never been to Halloween Horror Nights before. But these, I think I've heard, are past scare zones. Like, oh, sorry. Hello. So you've got Invasion here. Picture. Whoa, didn't see that dude. He's a fast chainsaw killer. And here's Eddie, Jack's brother. It's a family tradition. All right. So yeah, it's pretty cool. There is a Vamp 55. Let's go check that out. Oh my God. Hello. Whoa, I don't know what that is. I'm gone. I'm gone. What did she have? It looked like it's like a stick with a string on it. Nope, I'm standing in a picture. Gotta run. Oh, this one's cool. Sorry. It's time for their show on the water here called Marathon of Mayhem, Carnage Factory. All right, look at these lights on the ground. That's pretty neat, pretty trippy. So this is gonna be like a water show. They have jets shooting out of the lake and stuff. So I'll play a little bit of that and let you experience it. Say that the two shows, Marathon of Mayhem and Nightmare Fuel, have absolutely set Halloween Horror Nights above the rest right now. Those two shows were amazing. Now that's not discounting anything about the houses either. The houses have been awesome as well, but you don't see those shows just anywhere. I have been having a blast. So we finished up with the Nightmare Fuel show, and I didn't really talk about it, but let's just say very risque and fire everywhere. It was an amazing show. So we came over here to get a Halloween Horror Nights staple, pizza fries. I hear about that all the time on YouTube, and I've never had the opportunity to get them, and I'm gonna get them tonight. So I just noticed another food here. Look at this. Fryer and ice, French fries, soft serve chocolate, and Tabasco ketchup. What in the world? And that light is bright. It's about as bright as these things are hot. I'm serious. I feel like it's gonna melt the table. So yeah, here they are. This is the coveted pizza fries I keep hearing about. Let's try it out. Oh man. This is cool. They're all huge. Whoa, what's happening? Whoa. I've seen better days.
I wanted to try them last time.
and Destroy. That's where I was headed with this. But I didn't know this was going on. Strike down the disobedient with furious rage. Now go, seek and destroy. Check out Optimus Prime up here tonight. Transformers is looking good. But yeah, I mean, this place has been amazing. The scare zones have been awesome. We just went through Seek and Destroy. Chainsaws roaring like crazy. They had like an AI looking robot over there kind of talking to everybody. It was cool. We're about done with this place. We got 2 more houses to do. I think we have Icons and Case Files. And I might express one of them at least. But this has been great. The houses have been awesome. Scare zones have been a lot of fun. Look, we're walking up on Mel's Die-In right now. They take out the R and the V to make it say die. Let me zoom in on that. Super fun night. So I wasn't gonna talk about this one because I wanted to enjoy it on my own, but I just did Case Files, The Legendary Truth, or whatever it's called. I'll fix it in the captions if I screwed that up. It was a pretty good house, y'all. Like, I had a good time. It was about Boris Schuster. He's a detective trying to figure out what's going on with all these monsters and things. And there were a lot of scares and things. And what I liked about it, it was a lot like the Revenge of the Tooth Fairy. They had a narrator telling a story while you walked through the entire house. And I must say, it was kind of difficult to hear the narrator's voice, but it really made you feel like you were in something, like some sort of a movie or something. I liked it. But now we're gonna go catch up with Sam. She said she's right outside of Transformers, and we're gonna see what's going on now. I think we're about finished with this. I only have one more house left, and that's Icons. We were trying to save that to the end, but dear Lord, the line is like an hour long. So it's already late. I don't know what we're gonna do. I may express it and get out of here, or we may walk through that together. We'll see. Where is she? And the last one of the night, we're gonna end it on HHN Icons Captured. So she was telling me that at the end of this, you're gonna have like one icon sitting on like a throne or something. So what is it?
Let's take it. It never rolled in.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't know, but I hope it's Chance. I'm just gonna say that. Chance or Jack would be cool. I don't know if you all could tell or not, but I am exhausted. It's not even 12 o'clock yet, and we have finished everything after this. Yeah, it's 11:53. So even though we finished everything early, we've been moving fast, and I am worn out. And we just made it through Icons. That was an awesome house. Like, they're all captured in there. They're all jumping out at you. You walk through everything from like the usher to the director. Our ending was Jack. So we had predicted it was either Chance or Jack. At least we said we were hoping it would be one of the two. So we got Jack. So that was a good ending. I'm happy with that. And I think that's gonna be it for me tonight. I have done everything from all the scare houses, all the scare zones, and all the shows. And let me tell you, my legs and my hips feel it. I am beat right now, but it has been nothing but a great time. I'm so fortunate to be out here, and I hope you all, if you're watching from North Carolina, get to see something that you might enjoy, you might consider coming down and checking out. It's been a blast, but like I also said, don't forget about your local haunts. They're really cool too. But that's it for me. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and thanks for playing. Bye.